Hey, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Happy Friday. So I know this is an off time or, um, uh, I usually, or we don't go live typically, especially on LinkedIn on Fridays at around 12:30. But
Together. Right?
or together. So what we wanted to do is jump on really quickly to talk about a few things. So if you are coming on live, as always, drop into the comments below, hi, and where you are tuning in from. Or you can use the hashtag live if you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay. And what we're going to be going over, hey, Heidi, what we're going to be going over today with everyone that is jumping on is the plan of action that you need for your personal brand in 2022. And it's something that people don't talk enough about. And as a reminder, this coming Monday, we begin our 5-day personal branding blueprint. It is Monday through Thursday from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is Friday from 5 to 6 that is called our happy hour session. And if you would like to register, just drop an I do in the comments below. I know Jessica is all registered, so we're excited to see you there. Just drop an I do in the comments below. And again, don't forget, if you are watching on LinkedIn or even on Facebook, make sure that you engage in this live. Like, love, support, care, insightful, whatever emojicon you want to use, so you are notified when I typically do go live on LinkedIn, which is every Monday and Thursday from 10 to 10:30 p.m. a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Candace also has registered. That's awesome to see. So we're grateful. Yeah, we have close to 80 people that are now registered for our blueprint that we're going over. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to touch on the 5 key elements and core elements to really having a plan of action for your personal brand. And a lot of people, it is a buzzword. So, personal brand, personal branding, it's one of those phrases or buzzwords that people are continuing to use. But in all honesty, there's a lot of people that don't really know the construct of what a personal brand is. But also, there's a lot of people that unconsciously they're building someone else's brand and they're not building their own. And what we want to teach entrepreneurs, business owners, business coaches, business professionals, how you yourself, whether you work for someone else, whether you work for yourself, whether you partner with a company, how you still need to be the personal brand within everything that you do. So before we dive in, again, as a reminder, drop into the comments below, say hi and where you are tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay if you do happen to watch on the replay, so we do know to go back and say hello. And if you would like to register for the 5-day personal branding blueprint that begins this coming Monday through next Friday, just drop an I do at any point and we will send you that registration link. Nancy?
Yes. So I just have to tell you guys, obviously, I'm wrapping up some of the final things around the training, and we put so much time and attention into making this training insane and jam-packed it with value. And I'll tell you, like, the top 3 things that I talk to most people about when they're frustrated or overwhelmed online is they struggle with the lack of clarity. They struggle with the accountability, and they struggle with visibility. And the neat thing is we've kept that in mind this entire time creating this training. And it's the basics, right? It is literally the blueprint of all the simple things that you need to do to really feel confident this upcoming year and really growing your personal brand and showcasing you as the expert in what it is that you do. So I'm so proud of this training. And that's why, go ahead.
I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
So something very unique that Nancy did, just to let you guys know, is that when you do register, Nancy sends you a private email to join this little private pop-up Facebook group. And there's a question that Nancy asks you. And it says, what are you looking to get from this workshop?
What are you most excited about?
What are you most excited about? And what Nancy's been doing is she's been harvesting people's answers and taking the reasons of why they're most excited and embedding them into part of the training that we're going to be doing. So for everyone that has signed up, whatever you said you're most excited about, you're going to get some curated content and tips that is geared towards exactly why you're excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, it's been so awesome because, again, this is our first actual paid workshop that we're doing. And so, of course, we wanted to provide even more value than usual. And the thing is all that feedback that has really, like Scott like just said, it's helped us beef this up even more. And the neat thing is this workbook, and that's what I was telling Scott, the workbook is going to be something that you guys can literally print and keep with you for the entire year to reference and maybe make some tweaks and go back to. And I am so big on no fluff. Like, let's get stuff that's actually going to give us action. You know, my background, social media marketing and everything. And I like to give people simple, streamlined processes that they can follow and feel confident, you know, with showing up online. And so this training, I am so incredibly proud of. I'm so excited to kind of share with you guys the breakdown of kind of what we're going to cover. And even if you're not part of the training, I want to kind of talk about obviously the importance of building your personal brand, which, surprise, everyone has one, right? If you guys are showing up online or even online in any way, your personal brand is your online reputation. So we're going to talk through some of the different things in just a minute, you know, what you should be focusing on this upcoming year.
So again, if you're coming on late, just drop, you know, a hi and where you're tuning in from, whether Facebook, LinkedIn, hashtag live, hashtag replay. If you're watching on the replay, tag some people, share this video, engage with it. So what we're going to be doing is two things. Number one, we're going to be going over the 5 core elements of building a personal brand, which also happen to be the 5 core elements that you're going to be learning in our 5-day personal branding blueprint starting next week. So we're going to break this down one at a time to really give you that sneak peek, or even if you're not registered yet and you're on the fence and thinking about it, what you are going to learn, what you could learn, and what you can apply just by understanding these 4 things. So number one is you have to understand that there are specific things that you need to construct as far as the core elements of your personal brand.
Yeah. And one of the most important things here is to make sure that you guys know who your audience is, right? So this first day, we're really digging into a few different questions that you need to answer. And in fact, it's funny, right? We might be building our personal brand or have built our personal brand for years, but it's going to be questions that'll really help you kind of reevaluate how you're presenting yourself and also who your audience is. So I have a couple activities in there which actually help you dig down and identify your niche a little bit further. And the neat thing is, I was showing Scott the other day, I have in your workbook examples of what this looks like, actually having someone go through it. So rather than just say, yeah, that's what you need to do, I actually take you on a little journey that says, here's an example and here's what that looks like. So, you know, the first day we really focus on getting very clear on who your audience is and then answering some of those questions to really make sure foundationally, you know exactly why you're building your personal brand and what your personal brand's all about.
Yeah. So the big thing to think about, you know, even if you're not registered, when you are constructing the core elements of your personal brand, is really thinking about the niche that you're looking to expand upon, but on how to get clear on that ideal audience, because a lot of people aren't really sure exactly how that's done. So we really want to make sure that you're understanding that, but also we encourage you to really register for the workshop so you can learn all of these things. But really identifying your niche is one of the most important aspects to the core elements of your personal brand. So number 2 is you really want to focus on crafting a simple message to create more sales in your business. And again, you know, more sales, better messaging leads to business growth.
Yeah, the fun part of this exercise is we actually give you guys a couple different activities to go through this. And one of it, what we actually pulled from some amazing resources. And one of it was Donald Miller's Building a Story Brand. So he actually wrote a book recently called Business Made Simple. And in there, he actually shares a really cool and unique way to almost give your elevator pitch. And so we actually play off of this and give you guys a little exercise to take you through how you can explain to friends and family and people who want to work with you what it is that you do in a really natural and awesome way. So we have a little exercise in there. And guys, it's literally, again, you print this out, you do it in the workbook, you can pin that on your bulletin board. And then next time someone asks you, you can keep using it so that you become more comfortable with it. So boom, you have an asset now to use. The other thing that we go through in getting clear on your offer is part of this is making sure that you clearly communicate this in your bios, in your about me's. Even if you guys have a Facebook business page, that little nugget, that you get to fill out. Are you clear with what it is that you do and who you help and how you help people? And so we help you get very specific there. And I know a lot of people, again, it never hurts to go back, right? And kind of clarify things a little bit more. So I think some of these exercises are really going to help with that.
So again, the big thing that you need to look at is, and again, subjectively look at your social media platforms right now. Look at your LinkedIn profile. Look at, as Nancy said, your Facebook page, and is there a clear message on there?
Yeah, do people know how to hire you or what you do?
Do people even know what you offer? Do people even know? And these are big things that you need to think about even right now before the workshop even begins. Like, ask yourself, does my audience even know what I even offer the marketplace? Do they know that I even have a program to sell? Do they even know I have a coaching program? So if those things aren't visible to people, how are you going to create sales from messaging if it's not coming across the right way? So the third layer of really building out your personal brand in 2022 is you need to build and learn a routine to maintain a strong online presence. Now, the key word in this slide right here, and what people are going to learn in the blueprint, is maintain. So many people are inconsistent with how they're showing up online, and they wonder why their network isn't growing. They're not booking more sales calls. They're not getting the visibility they once did. So if you don't have a routine to maintain a consistent, strong online presence, it's not going to work. So again, before Nancy digs into this, if you're coming on late, you can drop into the comments, say hi and where you're tuning in from. Tag some people, share this video. You can also hashtag live or hashtag replay. And again, if you have not yet registered for the blueprint that we're talking about right now, it begins next Monday. It is live and recorded, and you'll have the entire month of January. So you'll have from the start of our blueprint, which begins on January 10th, to February 1st to watch back the replay. So even we have people that have enrolled from all over the world. So they're going to be watching the replay. So don't hesitate, because the replays will be available that same day, and you'll be able to watch everything back until the end of January, February 1st, that is. So again, type an I do in the comment section below if you would like to register, but also let's talk about maintaining that strong online presence.
Yeah. And so again, we talked earlier about confidence, right? And knowing exactly and feeling good about what you're doing each day during, this training, and even just sharing with you guys, right? All of that comes from putting a plan in place. And one, we really start with focusing on what platform you should be on. So, that's what I want you guys really thinking about is if you're going to crush it this upcoming year and you're really going to go all in and you're going to start building your personal brand and really focusing on social media, we always start with, okay, what is that platform? Where is the place where people are hanging out? Where are your leads coming from? Where are you generating, what it is that you want to generate? And I promise you, there's all kinds of different goals. And that's actually something we talk about in our day 5. There's all different goals that you can have for social media, but I want you guys to feel comfortable having a routine that you can maintain and consistently do, where you feel confident week to week that it's going to work and you're doing the right things.
Yeah. And the other thing that Nancy really said that I think need to be clarified is that you need to find out, is your optimal platform that you need to use as your primary focus Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn? Are the secondary focus is going to be Instagram and Facebook and your primary is LinkedIn? That's what we're going to give you clarity around, but it's something that you should all be thinking about right now. Like, where is my ideal client spending their time most on social media? Because that's where I need to build my personal brand. So the fourth layer is you want to create that clear content strategy to increase visibility and set yourself apart from other people. And this is a big thing, is when you don't have a clear content strategy, you're not going to be able to increase your visibility on social media, especially on the platform that you're going to choose that we go over in day 3. But also, how are you going to set yourself apart if you don't have a clear content strategy?
Yeah, and this is actually one of my favorite days because I love working with people who are like, I hate social media, and they're overwhelmed by social media and they're frustrated. I love working with people around this because it can be simple if we just categorize things. We give it a little structure, and we give you kind of a process of what this looks like. And the neat thing that I want to share with you guys is, if you've attended any of our trainings before, the coolest thing is we level up every year, right? We learn new and different things. We stay up to date on the most current trends. And the neat thing is during this training, and I'll just say, even if you're not part of this training, there are certain content buckets. And there's something actually I discussed in the training. There's one bucket that I'm challenging everyone to add to their business this upcoming year around their content strategy. And it's something that I go over in the training. But it's so incredibly important to have clarity around what you're talking about and how you can show up each and every week. And it doesn't have to be frustrating. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. And so this is actually something that I'm super excited to keep training on and train on during this training.
Now, before I get to the fifth and final layer, just so you guys know, we're only charging $49 for our workshop. And just to let you know, what we go over, there's no fluff, there's no hidden agendas. We're teaching you everything there is to know to build your personal brand in 2022 online. And there are people that spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on courses that are going to teach the same thing that we are for $49. You're going to have a meaty workbook that you are going to be filling out all throughout these trainings that you can walk away with your personal branding strategy for all this year. So for what is being provided, again, we always look to under promise and over deliver on everything that we do. Now, the fifth and final layer is you need to create that social media strategy. Now that you're clear on the content strategy, what is going to be your social media strategy?
Yeah. And this part is, you guys, you need to have goals. If you're on social media, I can't tell you how many people I talk to and I'm like, why are you on Facebook? Why are you on LinkedIn? And they're like, it's because I should be, right? And I have people who even are generating leads consistently on one platform. They go, well, I want to go do reels on Instagram. Why are you on these social media platforms? Okay. So it all starts there. And I have a really cool little exercise to kind of walk you through. What are your goals on the social media platforms? The second part of that is, what metrics should you be looking at to help keep yourself on track to know what's working and what's not? And guess what? Very plainly put, we want to continue doing what is working and we want to stop doing what is not. Okay. And it's really does not have to be complicated. And we give you guys a nice, simple routine. But as we go into the new year, okay, I keep saying to Scott, this is the year of intention. Okay. Let's stop doing things. Let's stop throwing spaghetti at a wall. Let's stop trying to figure it out. Let's actually take the steps that work, right? Let's go through them. Let's put a plan of action. Let's set some tangible goals and let's measure them and let's see what's working. And we'll keep doing what's working and we'll stop doing what's not. And we literally are setting you up for all of that when it comes to building your brand on social media.
The big thing is we have over 70 dedicated business owners and entrepreneurs that are ready to set themselves apart from other people online. And I think that's what we're most jazzed about, is the fact that that's what's going on right now. The fact that we have people that see the value in what we provide, they're investing in themselves, and they don't want to try to figure it out anymore. They don't want to have to go to training after training after training. They just want to get the goods and they want to find out exactly what is to be done. So again, if you're not yet registered for our 5-day personal branding blueprint, just drop an I do in the comments below. We will send you that registration link. Registration does close Sunday evening because we got to get everybody prepared for Monday. Again, there's plenty of room. We have a lot of space for a lot more people. So we're hoping more people would like to really up-level their personal brands. But again, just going over, even if you haven't registered yet, just really make sure, number one, you construct those core elements of your personal brand. You create that simple message to create more sales in your business. You're building that routine to maintain that strong online presence while creating a clear strategy to increase visibility, and all told, putting a bow on it, creating your social media strategy. So again, just drop an I do in the comments below. We would love to get you registered.
Yeah. And I just want to leave you guys with this because I know we got to jump off in a minute is if you're wondering, is this for me? Every single person online, if you're building a business, has a personal brand and should focus on building their personal brand. If you're building your personal brand, it's your reputation online. So you want to take control of it. You guys can do actionable things each and every day and every week strategically and actually with like having fun as well. And that's what we kind of teach you through this. So super excited about this training, guys. I have never been more excited about a training. But I hope you sign up.
All right, guys. Well, listen, we hope this helped. Everyone have a great, I guess Nancy's going. Have a great rest of your Friday. Again, anyone that is interested, just drop an I do in the comments below. We will get you all registered. Love and gratitude. Have a great Friday. And Nancy can't wait to get out of here. And I'll talk to you guys next time.
Bye.
She's leaving now. Bye, everyone.